What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So quick disclaimer, I am slightly tipsy because I got wine with me. Today we are talking all things fragrance. This is going to be my final installment of my top products for 2021, and I had to make something for my fragrance gals. I couldn't leave y'all out. So today we're going to be talking about my top 10 fragrance purchases of 2021. These are only fragrances that I have purchased. I don't have anything that was sent to me in this video, just so you guys know. So none of my Dossier, stuff like that is going to be in there because they pretty much keep me stocked on my fragrances. These are all fragrances that I purchased with my own money. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. These are my top fragrance purchases for 2021. Maison Francis Kurkdjian Gentle Fluidity Gold. This is one of my favorite super feminine, sweet fragrances, and this is one of my biggest compliment getters of 2021. This has a lot of vanilla, a little bit of amber, there's juniper in here. A lot of people compare this to, what is it? Intense Cafe from Montal. There are some similarities. I feel like that the vanilla note in this and Gentle Fluidity are similar, but to me this one is more feminine. It's not as punchy and as aggressive as that Intense Cafe scent, right? This is incredibly feminine, sweet. There's a little bit of nutmeg in there. It's incredibly feminine and sweet and very crowd pleasing. Every time I leave the house with this on, I get compliments. Like every time I go out, someone stops me and tells me that I smell good. I remember when I went to go get my my first jab for Covidiana, and the girl was getting ready to give me my shot, and she walks in and she says, "You smell heavenly." You know, I had to give her the deets. This is amazing. I can see myself getting the big bottle of this because this definitely is one of those that I feel like is like a staple in my collection, one of my most complimented and one of my most loved. And then we got to talk about Kayall, my girl Kayall. Mona Katan has been doing it for me lately. I love the Kayall DNA. There's a lot of Kayall haters out here. It's just funny to me how people will like criticize Kayall because they swear that the fragrances don't last. But then they're out here peddling Jo Malone's cologne concentration, room spray bullshit, because at this point, there really isn't much of anything that I like from Jo Malone. I like Wood Sage and Sea Salt, but it lasts for like 2 seconds. So it's like, you're really complaining about Kayall and you're still out here buying Jo Malone? Girl, please stop being a hater. Like I said, I feel like a lot of people really just want to gatekeep niche, you know, which is stupid to me, and it's actually incredibly classist too. But I feel like Kayall makes great sense. Kayall makes awesome crowd pleasing sense as well. And my favorite Kayall purchase this year was Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25. This to me is really where Kayall started to get into complexity. This is a really beautiful, sweet and spicy rose. This has that hit of pink pepper in the top. It has, I believe, bourbon vanilla, if I remember correctly. The same vanilla that's in Vanilla 28. It has those rose accords. It's almost a little oudy. I feel like if you like the vibe of Oud Bouquet, but it's too much for you, that strong oud, I think pink pepper, Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper is the way to go for you, because you're going to get that light peppery kick of that pink pepper, but there's just so much sweetness involved in this. This is one of those fragrances that smells like so many different things. Like, there are so many fragrances that I can think of that remind me of this, but none of them are this. It's sweet, it's sexy, it's feminine, it's a crowd pleaser. I have a decent dent in it already. I'm like, right here. I don't think you guys can see it, but in person you can see through these bottles, which I do appreciate. You can kind of see how you can kind of see through like the bottom part here. I do appreciate that I can see through the bottles and see how much I have left. These are bomb. I love Kayall, and Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper is amazing. It's incredibly feminine. It's sexy, but there's still a classiness to it. It's great if you love sweet, warm, florals. This definitely is what really did it for me with Kayall this year. I just picked up the Eden Juicy Apple, and listen, people are hating on that, but that scent is good. It's good. And I have a little combo. Listen, I have a combo that I will show you guys soon that smells so good, but that is way better than people are giving it credit for. And I think people just really like discrediting Kayall. At this point, it seems like a contact sport for people because people love trying to come from Mona, but Mona is in her bag. So there's no surprise that this is in here. This is one of my favorite purchases this year. Kilian Angel Share. I picked this up at the top of the year. It had been sold out like forever. And when it came back in stock, I was like, I'm not playing games. I am getting the scent. And I think I was at work. I was at work at like 6 in the morning, stocking stuff. And I saw that the email came through on my phone that this had come back in stock. And I stepped right away, got on my Sephora app, and ordered it. And this is amazing. This is a cognac-based scent. So it's boozy, it's spicy, it's a little sweet and a little woody. So it kind of has that oak barrel aspect to it, but to me, this smells like apple pie filling. Not the whole pie, the filling. It has some type of like appley nature to it. It's nice and boozy and sweet. This is so sexy. Another compliment getter whenever I wear this out. People tell me I smell amazing. Some people say that this is masculine. I can see it being masculine for some people, but for me, it fits right in. I tend to wear relatively masculine leaning fragrances as well. So Kilian Angel Share does it for me. The fact that this bottle is all the way down to where it is, and I purchased this at the beginning of the year. This is Mon Guerlain from Guerlain, and this is probably my most complimented fragrance of 2021. I picked this baby up and I started wearing it to work, and the compliments just would not stop coming in. This is vanilla, lavender, some white florals, a little coumarin, tonka. This is sweet. It's incredibly feminine. I always kind of juxtapose this with YSL Libre. This is the feminine side of the vanilla lavender combo, where YSL Libre is more like that androgynous side. There is some femininity to it, but there are definitely some tones in that fragrance that make it more androgynous. This right here is going to get everyone's attention. Everyone's going to tell you you smell good. Like, I started wearing this to work, and that's really where this dent came in, because the job I was working at the time was very labor intensive, and I always try to make sure that I smell good because it is a job where you get really sweaty. And on my worst days where I have been like rolling up rugs that are bigger than like 3 men and all sorts of other shit that I was carrying around, I still smell good, and people would still tell me that I would smell good. Like, I would roll up like 5 area rugs, roll them out to somebody's car, sweating like a beast. And while I'm loading up their stuff, people would be like, you smell amazing. The fact that I'm like drenched in sweat and people are still telling me that I smell bomb. Super feminine, sweet, classy. You can dress this up or dress this down. It's one of my favorite scents in my collection. I paused on using it after I quit because it was kind of reminding me of work. So I kind of paused on using this for a while, but I love this scent. It just smells amazing. You just smell like you have all of your shit together. It's not pretentious. It's just beautiful, put together, a little creamy. I love it. Finally bit the bullet and picked this up, and I don't regret it at all. I got me some Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian. But this, you guys know, Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. This is Neroli, vanilla, marshmallow. The scent kind of reminds me of Fruity Pebbles, a little bit of Sweet Tarts on my skin. It goes slightly green on me, which I don't mind. It's very sweet, marshmallowy, light, and feminine, and this is definitely one of my favorite fragrances right now. I went through a travel size and I was about to order another travel size, and I said, why the hell would I order another travel size? I know I love it, so why not just buy the full thing? I have no regrets. I really enjoy this. I've been using it a lot since I got it, and to me, I think that this actually projects better than I really thought that it did, and it does more than I thought, because as much as I wear this, the dent is not really significant. To me, this is really great if you love marshmallowy sweet scents. I think this is great for brunch. It's great for dates. Listen, when I start dating again, definitely going to be using her a lot. I think this is great for Netflix and chill sessions as well. This is just everything. I love it. It's one of my favorite scents right now, and I'm happy that I bit the bullet and bought a bottle. Now this one is an unexpected favorite, but I love it and I had to share it. This is Terra di Gioia from Giorgio Armani. There we go. Y'all, this is Pear, Jasmine, almond blossom. There's some watery notes in there. If you are someone who wants a little bit more warmth out of a fresh out of the shower scent, then you need this. I have been obsessed with this since I got it, and it is one of my favorite scents to wear at home, fresh out of the shower. Y'all know I work from home, and I don't always want to smell strong, even though I like smelling strong when no one else is around me. I do. But this is really great just out of the shower. It's fresh and it's clean, but it's still warm from the almond blossom. I knew that I would like this, but I didn't think that I would like this the way that I do. It's almost a little bit lotiony. There's a creamy aspect to this fragrance that is really difficult to pinpoint, and I don't necessarily think it just comes from the almond blossom. I think maybe it's actually the pear note giving it that, because sometimes pears can almost have this creamy aspect to them, just thinking like texture-wise, you know? I love this. If you're looking for something that is going to be bright and fresh, this is great for every single day, no matter the occasion. I can totally see myself putting this on to get ready in the morning. Once I go back into the workforce, I can see this being a signature scent. So I love it. It's beautiful. All right, let's get M.Micallef out of the way, because M.Micallef has turned into one of my favorite fragrance houses this year and has some of my favorite scents. I'm actually wearing today, I am wearing Glamour from M.Micallef. It has a lot of similar aspects to Alien, but it has a really smooth vanilla accord, and the fruits, specifically the apple in that, really come out on my skin, and I love it so much. The two that I have here include Passion from their Secrets of Love range. This is a beautiful orange scented caramel with oud. There's oud, there's some cinnamon in here, some orangey citrusy notes, and it's like a juicy note. It's not like the peel of an orange, it's like the juice. And it's just dripping in caramel. This is so beautiful. It's very sensual and very festive. This has been one of my faves for this time of year because it is very spicy, but that combination with that orange note really gives me that Christmas vibe, kind of like I don't remember the name of them, but you know when people take cloves and stick them like in oranges, it kind of reminds me of that, but just like with a really deep, rich, creamy caramel aspect and a little bit of oud to ground everything. It's not a stinky oud, it's not a harsh oud. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love this fragrance. I love the bottle, I love the craftsmanship, and I just absolutely love M.Micallef. I told you guys this before, and they know that I love them. They are some of my favorite people right now. They're so sweet. And then I also have Delice from the Secrets of Love range, and I've been obsessed with this too. This is another one that I've been wearing a lot this holiday. This has beautiful plum, bay leaf, spices. Like I said before, this is what I wanted Lost Cherry to be. This is strong. She's commanding. She's sexy. This is, you know, leather boots, hair back in the middle part, dark lip. I love this, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on this. I wore this. Me and my mom did this Winter Wonderland light show in Greensboro, and we all had our masks on. Most of the people there had their masks on, and me and my mom had our masks on. I could smell myself the whole time, but people walking by me apparently could smell me, and I got a couple of compliments as well. This is just very spicy. It's not typical, right? There is some oud in here, but that plum, the plum note that M.Micallef uses is so sweet and syrupy and decadent. It's just so good. It's so sexy. These two, Passion and Delice, I don't hear people talking about a lot at all. So I really enjoy putting, you know, those of you who watch my fragrance content, I really enjoy putting you guys on to things that everybody else isn't necessarily sharing with you. Both of them are amazing, and I highly suggest them. Of course, I gotta talk about Mirabile from Quinto Canto. I've talked about this a lot, and I keep singing her praises because this is such a beautiful scent. It's milky, sugary, and very spicy. I think there's nutmeg, cinnamon, bushu. There are lactonic notes in here. I think this has a sugar note in here. Some cedar. It does kind of remind me of eggnog. One of my subbies mentioned that. And it does kind of remind me of that, just not as overtly sweet. Like, y'all know eggnog is like super sweet. This one isn't as like eggy dense. This is more airy. Like a vanilla scented powdered sugar. It's sweet, it's super spicy. It's not the type of scent that I thought I would really be into, but I love it. I can see a guy wearing this too. There's definitely something unisex about this. The bottle is amazing, and it is also a extrait concentration, so it lasts forever on the skin, which you wouldn't expect for a fragrance like this. This is beautiful. Another one that to me is incredibly festive, but I think I'm going to still be wearing this a lot throughout the rest of the winter season because it is very wintry. And it smells so beautiful. And that winter air, it just, it's so good. I love it so much. And last but not least, I recently got this. If you've been watching my holiday vlogs, then you know that I picked this up. This is Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. I debated between putting this and Velvet Orchid in the video because I have been loving Velvet Orchid. I've wanted Velvet Orchid in my collection for years upon years, and I finally bought it, and I love it. It's very boozy. It's honeyed, like a honeyed orchid and tobacco-y, boozy type fragrance, right? But Tobacco Vanille is everything. Now, y'all know I've been talking about Oriental Tobacco, which I think has a new name now. I think they're taking the Oriental and Floriental names out of all of their fragrances, but I told you guys that I liked that scent so much that I really, really wanted to get the Real Thing, and I was not disappointed. The Real Thing is deeper and richer. The kind of molassesy type notes in this and the cacao notes in this are much richer, and it really just makes me think of like a speakeasy. Like, it makes me think of, my mom even said this, it makes me think of like older men in a speakeasy drinking liquor and just chilling with cigars. That's what this makes me think of. This makes me feel so daring and still very feminine, but like the baddest bitch in the room type feminine. Like, that's what this gives me. It is so well blended, so well crafted, and I was actually really surprised to see how oily this fragrance was on my skin. It lasts forever. It's not the biggest projector, which for me is actually okay because I feel like if it projected any more, then I think that I would become sick wearing it on my skin. But it has about a medium projection, and I feel like that's perfect because when I walk by somebody, they can smell me, and I have gotten compliments on this already, but it's not so strong and projecting that I feel like I'm gonna die, you know? So I absolutely love this. This was like part of my final fragrance purchases of 2021. I picked up this. I picked up Black Orchid, which I'm also loving. And I picked up Kayall Eden Juicy Apple as well. One of my favorite fragrance hauls all year and one of the smallest I've done. But this is amazing. I'm so happy to finally have this in my collection. Now I really want to get Vanille Fatale. We'll see. And I'm kind of debating on Lost Cherry, but I honestly just, I don't know. If I get it, it'll be for collector's purposes and I will get it on a deep discount. Best believe. Okay, guys, so that is it for my top fragrance purchases of 2021. I thought this was going to be difficult, but honestly, it really wasn't. All I had to do was think about the ones that I pick up all the time, and I just had to make sure that I actually purchased them this year. So I think this is a beautiful lineup. There's some fresh, but you guys can get an idea of what I like. I like sweet. I like a little bit of fresh, but I also like more commanding, super sexy fragrances. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I really do want to boost up more of my fragrance content for 2022. It's something that I really enjoy doing. And even though it's not my niche, I really want to continue to do it and enjoy to do it. So expect more fragrance content in 2022 and lots of new fragrances to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck it out with me through this whole thing, all the natural hair stuff and my fragrance content, thank you. I love you. Thank you guys for sticking it out with me for this 2021 year. It's been crazy. It's been insane, but I wouldn't change it for the world. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you that has done it with me. So cheers to us. Cheers to 2022. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.